These are just as little visual reminders. And still, the way to solve any set is adding in reverse. So even though you already did these, the previous pass through, and just to be clear, you probably would do this through a wide area. It could be 3 lines or the whole page even, so that you had a lot of time to forget. It could take several days or a week or longer. But in any case, at some point you come back, you want to link these into a half measure set. And sometimes I'm asked that, like, oh, when do I link them together? And the answer is as long as some time has passed. It could be 15 minutes. It could be 2 weeks. And that's just the beginning of strategic style. Like there are many different possibilities for when do you come back? Do you come back after like a few days? Do you come back after like a week or two? Or do you come back in the same practice session even later in the day? It's up to you. As long as some time has passed, you can try to link it together. And so even though you've solved these component elements, we're still going to go ahead and try to solve this half measure set here. And we're still going to add in reverse. We might play just this note on its own. Then we might play the last 2 notes from left to right. Then we might play the last 3 notes left to right. Then we might play the last 4 notes left to right, and then we might do the entire thing. And that's our default strategy. We might go back to the blue, the green, the purple. If it doesn't go well, we go back to the blue, the green, etc. And the reason why there's no downside, even if I fail, and if I fail, I might mark half and a capital A for attempted. I've reviewed the component quarter measure sets anyway, hopefully from memory to a very high quality with no stopping. And I've created more overlap in between because I tried to solve it, and then maybe I tried to play from the beginning. So I've resolved the quarter measure sets anyway. I've redone them, I've reviewed them, and then I've created more overlap. So there's no downside to try. And then if you're successful, then you would erase all this stuff and mark half.